BBC's Katya Adler has lashed out at the vaccine dispute involving the European Union and said the affair is exposing hypocrisy, after an EU official threatened an export ban from Europe despite the bloc pledging the jab would be for everyone. A furious row has erupted between the European Union over supplies of the Oxford-AstraZeneca vaccine. U.S. pharmaceutical AstraZeneca has said it would cut the number of doses to Europe due to issues at its manufacturing plant in Belgium, with one EU official stating the number of vaccines would be cut by as much as 60%. The UK reached a deal with the firm 3 months before the EU, and the government has refused to hand over any doses. EU Health Commissioner h.y.pocrisy called on the EU to be prioritised in the future. Meanwhile, a leading MEP warned an export ban could be imposed on the UK to halt distribution. In a post on Twitter, BBC Europe editor Katya Adler condemned the behaviour of officials and highlighted previous promises. She wrote, "While people everywhere suffer +die from COVID, the vaccine dispute between governments and with pharmaceutical companies is getting uglier and exposing hypocrisy. The EU lectured the world about vaccines for all, and now is considering an export ban." Speaking at a virtual event in March 2020, EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said the vaccine would be for the whole world. She made the remarks after announcing £71 million in financial support for CureVac, a German vaccine manufacturer. Ms. von der Leyen said, "Their home is here. But their vaccines will benefit everyone, in Europe and beyond." Her remarks are in stark contrast to German MEP Peter Liese, who threatened a vaccination war and a ban on exports from Europe. He said, "If we are not treated fairly, we must also impose an export ban. Nobody wants a vaccination war. But the EU has more leverage here." In a second post on Twitter, Ms. Adler attacked the UK government after a list 174 medicines were banned from being exported. She said, on vaccines. But while the Johnson government berates the EU, the UK has banned the export of over 170 medicines, needed for British patients included dozens reportedly used in treating COVID patients. A spokesman for the Department for Health said medicines, manufactured and intended for markets abroad, are not subject to the export restrictions.